Hey guys, I got another gun here for my collection. This is a 380 pistol that is obviously inspired by the CIA Deer gun. Sometimes it's DEAR and DEER. I've seen it done both ways. It supposedly stands for Denial Area Pistol, but not a lot's known about it. Of course, again, this is inspired by it. This is not a real one from the era. The real ones were made in like 1967 by AMF company. They actually still make bowling pins and things like that today. But yeah, very few real ones exist, so this is not a real one. Of course, the original one was designed to be dropped behind enemy lines, a lot like the World War II Liberator. This is just the Vietnam version of that. A few of them were supposedly used, shipped over there, but very few real ones still exist. Uh, this one is in 380, and the original ones were in 9 millimeter. The barrel is about 2 inches long, and the way to load it is you literally just unscrew the barrel here, and you would drop a 380 in this case in there. The barrel is rifled, 1 in 10 twist, screwed on, and then it was intended to be used to capture someone else's gun, was what the original intention. To work this particular one, there is like a half cock pull in here, and that takes the firing pin out of the breech. And then it is double action past that. It's got a pretty strong trigger pull on it. Not bad though. The bulk of the pistol here is made from aluminum, as was the real deer gun. All of the I guess frame was aluminum, and just the barrel was steel. This one has like a steel insert that runs all the way through it. See that? Uh, that's probably just a little safer than just all aluminum, especially for the bolt face. A little bit more. This one weighs about 21 ounces. The originals weighed closer to around 12 ounces, but they were hollow at the base, and you would keep the spare ammo in the back. And there was a little plastic insert down here at the bottom too. If you're wondering how you eject the cartridge, you just find a stick or a screwdriver and knock out the spent case, and that's what the original was too. The original one had a little, I guess, plastic dowel inside the bottom that you would use to knock out the case. But hey, enough talk about it. Let's take the range and put a couple rounds through it. But yeah, it's a little barking, you know, pistol for sure. The ergonomics aren't the best. If you get your knuckle up here, it hurts some. I put probably 15 rounds through it, and I definitely got my fill of it. But it does work, and it doesn't hurt too bad. Especially again, as long as you keep your knuckle away from these edges, it wasn't too bad. Of course, again, it's 380 and not 9 millimeter as the original one was. If you're curious about velocity, I measured a few shots, and I was getting like 760 feet per second, which is 150 or 200 feet per second less than you would expect out of a 380, like with a 4-inch barrel. So you do lose some muzzle velocity. Hey guys, real quick, I do have some books available for some of the other guns in my collection. They're available on Amazon in paperback, ebook, and hardback. This kind of thing interests you, check them out. There is a playlist on my channel called Books on Guns, and there's a video for each one of these books. Maybe something like that interests you. If so, check it out. All right, back to it. I've got some sources for what the original ones look like. I found several sources. This is a Soldier of Fortune from 1983. Had a good little article in here uh, on one. Pretty good little article. Had to find this magazine on eBay. And there's a book that just came out by Headstamp Publishing, the same company that Forgotten Weapons uses. And they've got nice pictures in here, actual size, what one looks like. And again, the original one was cast and it had these textured, I guess, grip grooves cast into it. So, but very few of these actually exist, the real ones. Another good source, probably the best one I found, was a magazine called the Sentinel magazine. It's from like 2021. I'll show a picture of the cover. It's all online, but they had a really good article about had the picture of the man who made it, and there was even some graphic stories of it being used in Vietnam. And also, the Small Arms Review has an article on it. But there's just not a lot of information about the real ones out there. But of course, like I said, this one is inspired by those and is obviously a prototype of some sort. But again, just some pistol from my collection. I was going to say, field stripping this thing down, this is as far as a field strip goes. The original ones were probably only meant to have been shot, 4 or 5 times before it was meant to be discarded after that. So really, this is as far down as it goes. But yeah, interesting, interesting little gun for sure. But yeah, just throw a shell in there, screw it in. Of course, this one has that half cock, which the original one I don't believe did. I was going to say, if this really interests you, I will have a longer format video over on my Rumble channel. I can know more details over there. It's Garage Guy 3006 over on Rumble. Again, if this really interests you, check that out. Yeah, guys, there it is. Just another weird little gun from my personal collection. It's a strange one for sure. The original ones were kept in the white like this. The barrel was normally blued. The pictures I could see, but very interesting uh, little piece and something I've always, one of those little fantasy guns you always see and you always wanted one. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate y'all taking the time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be safe and God bless. Thanks.